Welcome back. The Marlins lead 1-0. We head to the fifth. Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking. And an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Kids are grinding.
Working on their scorecard.
Uh-oh.
A bunt by Echeverria. Lackey will get him.
So it can be really annoying, or it can be a real quick, easy out for you. And this time, Lackey able to make the play.
That one way off the plate. Looked like a premeditated swing by Kohler. Got him on the slider. 4 strikeouts for Lackey, and 2 have been against the pitcher.
D. Gordon settling into the box. And okay, is he going to drill me? Should I bunt? Should I swing? I'll just take one, just in case.
Get me over slider. Bryant in on the grass at third. Gordon stays alive. Played for Don Mattingly with the Dodgers. Playing for Mattingly as a Marlin.
First couple of years in the league, mostly a part-time player. Six games for the Dodgers in 2011. Proved he could hit. Batted .304 that year. Fell off the next year, hitting .228, 87 games.
And he strikes out, and the inning is over. Second 1, 2, 3 for Lackey. Pitchers duel so far, 1-0 Miami.
Nobody should go to bed hungry.
That's where our friends at Benny's Beverage Depot are going to bat for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Benny's donates $100 to help feed hungry families in Chicagoland.
That calls for a toast.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to almost $200 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost up to $3,500. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 double play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
Here come the last of the 2016s.
I love this part.
Stylish Prius, sporty Camry, fun Corolla, adventurous RAV4, they're all here. But not for long.
Right now, get incredible 0% APR financing on 11 of Toyota's most popular models, like the 2016 Camry, Corolla, RAV4, or Prius during Toyota's annual clearance event.
Come in and get the 2016 Toyota you want before they are gone.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Coach Q at the new Benny's Beverage Depot in Lincolnwood. You should have seen this place 3 months ago. Today, it's the largest wine, spirits, and beer superstore on the North Shore. As they say, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hi everyone, Luke Stuckmeyer here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. The White Sox placed outfielder Charlie Tilson on the 15-day disabled list today after the rookie strained his left hamstring in his major league debut last night for the Sox. J.B. Shuck has been recalled to take his place on the roster. Be sure to stick around after the final out. Todd Hollinsworth will join me for the post-game show. But right now, back to Len and JD at Wrigley Field. Guys.
Okay, Luke, thank you. A reminder, Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. Bottom three in the order against Tom Kohler. First pitch to Montero is a strike on the outside. I've gotten a lot of tweets and questions about Saturday's game against the Mariners, and I'd like to kind of walk through a particular scoring decision that a lot of longtime baseball fans were completely unaware of. Mariners won that game 4-1. Jake Arrieta took the loss. He walked the first two men in the 8th inning. Hector Rondon then came in. Guillermo Heredia was brought on as a pinch runner for Mike Zunino, who had walked against Arrieta. Eventually, he was thrown out at the plate. It was on a play. Nori Aoki put the ball in play. So Aoki takes over at first. As Heredia is thrown out at the plate, Aoki would score on the Martin two-run double off Chapman. So a lot of fans thought that run should have been charged to Hector Rondon because Aoki batted against Rondon. But that run was not charged to Hector because of the previous base runners given up by Arrieta. It's the rule of transference. So you can't penalize Rondon for a runner already being on. If the runner had not been on base, the guy at first would have been out.
Right, yeah.
So that's why Arrieta was charged with that go-ahead run and why he suffered the loss. It can be a bit confusing, but it does happen on occasion. So a tough loss for Jake. But I'm guessing he would tell you, hey, I walked the first two guys of that inning.
Yeah, bottom of the order guys. Otherwise outstanding performance.
Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Number 4 for Kohler. A little backdoor slide ball. Montero usually very patient. Got a little greedy there.
All right, so let's say Baez singled off Kohler and Don Mattingly made a pitching change here. The reliever comes in, gives up a ground ball to short. Fielder's choice at second. So the next batter, feels like it would be on the next guy's record, but it's really almost like a do-over. Still a runner at first. That's why that runner would be charged to Kohler, because he gave up the original hit. to be, but I'm sure there was a point where someone said, wait a minute, this guy gets charged with a run. It doesn't really make any sense.
Probably some starting pitcher. Do we know that that has not always been the rule?
I just think it's kind of next level thinking, so I'm guessing.
Back in the early days of baseball when there was a bunch of rubes running this game, probably didn't.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, let's be honest. Guys used to jump the team to join the vaudeville and join the Western show. And
it is a very logical rule, but it does create a little confusion. So Arrieta takes the loss. Chapman blew the save because he was on the mound when the lead was lost. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Kohler. Seems to be getting stronger as this game has moved along. His last hit was the Lackey double, and here comes John for the second time.
Well, that change in his mechanics, and you know, I'm not sure how drastic the change has been. I haven't seen Kohler pitch all that much, but that up and down rocking of the shoulders as opposed to the rotational delivery is going to allow him to stay on the plate a little bit better. So he'll get better depth on the breaking ball, throw it in the zone, and that can become a very effective pitch. Hitter sees it away to begin with and knows it's going to run way off the plate. It's an easier pitch to lay off of. Typically, when you think along those lines, it's the changeup. Changeup on the plate, sinking down around the ankles is a great pitch. The one off the plate, usually a little easier for the hitter to lay off.
He's 2 for 2. That ball's going to roll to the wall. Couple of doubles for John.
Good show, big man. Last time it was a leadoff double and they couldn't cash it in. This time it comes with 2 outs, so an RBI opportunity for Fowler as that slider doesn't take the bite. Belt high out away from him, and that's the way he used to hit it back at Grayson Community College when he was the first sacker.
It creates a 2-out RBI chance for Fowler. Cubs have 3 hits. Zobrist with a single, Lackey 2 doubles.
Times the manager will shorten up his outfield in a situation like this. Base hit could tie the ball game, but with Lackey being the base runner, I think Don Mattingly feels pretty comfortable that these guys at normal depth would still have a shot at making a play on John if they try to score him on a solid single.
2 strikes to Fowler.
One of the more patient hitters in the league. Only Jason Worth sees more pitches per plate appearance in the NL than Dexter.
1-2 on Fowler. Marlins got a run in the first inning. Cubs haven't done much against Kohler. Fowler strikes out and the inning is over. All the outs were punch outs in the inning. Still 1-0.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Hacks.
Sales team.
Your other boyfriend.
No. Guys. Have you seen the third quarter numbers? Because I have. They're phenomenal. Sales meeting in Cabo next month.
Hack your hangry with Jack Links, the protein-packed way to feed your wild side.
This is it. The Hyundai Act Fast sales event, where you can get a deal for the ages on a car or SUV that offers all the latest technology, and the warranty is America's best. It's go time.
Act fast today and lease the Tucson for $139 a month.
It's good.
Yeah.
Vanilla?
French vanilla.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. Cubs trailing 1-0 as we move to the top of the 6th. This is your Coors Light. What will be an interview this afternoon, a very special one. George Hallis McCaskey, chairman of the Bears, joining us here and taking in the Cubs game this afternoon. But I got to know, are you or your mom the bigger Cubs fan? Who wants to see the World Series more this year?
We're all big Cubs fans, but Mom, definitely a bigger Cub fan. We had her here a couple weeks ago, and she was in heaven. Love to be back at Wrigley Field.
So tell me, can you turn off the work mode switch and just sit here and kind of enjoy the game of baseball and not be thinking from what is an owner's perspective of what you might do or what the guys here have done?
Yeah, it's kind of tough. Our guys are working hard in Bourbonnais, but somehow I'm able to put it aside, enjoy the Cubs. It's kind of the last hurrah before we start our preseason, of course, get into the regular season September 11th against the Texans.
Yeah, exactly. I know you had a chance to meet Joe Madden this morning. What do you think of Joe and just the way he runs this team and his charisma? A little bit different, isn't it?
Well, he reminds me a lot of John Fox. They're both players, guys. Yeah. They know how to motivate them, get the players to play for them. And you're seeing the results with Joe, and we're looking for the results from John.
Yeah, first preseason game right around the corner. What are you looking forward to most or wanting to keep your eye on as you watch the Bears this season and hopefully taking that next step?
In the preseason, of course, we want to limit the injuries, minimize that as much as possible, get out of the preseason as healthy as possible, hopefully develop some cohesiveness on both sides of the ball, and get ready for the regular season.
I feel like I hear that all the time. Injuries, the key, no matter what sport you're talking about. But George, today we want to keep injuries away from you, so you got to put that Cubs hat back on right now and block yourself from the sun, guys. George, enjoying this one this afternoon.
Dermatologist recommended, mother approved.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go Cubs.
Thanks, Kelly. Boy, Bears have turned over that roster quite a bit these last couple of years. And great to see Jeff Joniak out here last night. He'll be filling in for Pat next week on a game with Ron Coomer. 1-2 on Martin Prado. 2-3-4 for the Marlins. The 1-2 from Lackey. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Well, both these pitchers really settling in nicely. Strikeout number 6 for John. There have been some starts this year where he's gotten away from his slider, but that's been such a good weapon for him. The hitter's a lot of different looks with that drop down angle from time to time. Continues to pursue the bottom of the zone, and He's been frustrated at times with Marty Foster not calling that pitch.
Outer edge of the zone, 1-1. RBI double in the first for Yelich, scoring Gordon. Only run so far, 1-2.
He's got real good action on that slide ball today. Yelich, both of his hits going the other way. Slider down and in. Pretty good weapon.
Yelich getting into the prime of his career, 24 years old. With 300 last year. Came into today at 316. Lackey circling the mound there. Can't believe it. 3-2.
Marty Foster consistently not giving this borderline pitch.
Well, that looked like a beautiful pitch. But yeah, 1 in 5 on your screen, both called balls.
Yeah, they're borderline, and we've seen Marty call the high pitch here today, so I think that's his zone. He's giving some stuff up, a little tighter on the bottom of the zone.
Zobrist for out number 2. Montero doing a little mediation, I think, chatting with Foster. Line shot, caught by Contreras. Boy, that was a 2-iron off the bat of Stanton. As JD mentioned earlier in this series, he hits the ball harder than anybody in the league, and now Montero has to protect his pitcher as the inning ends. Still 1-0 Miami.
It's my intergalactic destiny. I'm ready, as we all must be, to take on this crazy meteoric conflict. Yikes!
Watch a movie on the way to work. Can't do this driving, but you can on Pace. Pace turns any commute into moments of relaxation. Travel in a more relaxing pace.
Welcome to Wrigley Field.
And it is gone! We're tied!
Rizzo gets on the top. He makes the catch. Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win!
Wow, did not see that coming. Something else you didn't see coming? Outstanding customer service delivered by collision pros who ensure your low point ends on a high note. You may not see it coming, but you'll know where you're going. Get to Gerber.
4x4 by land, 4x4 by sea, 4x4 by air, cause the lot to fly free. The former country, how it all started out, for the brave and every Boy Scout. For doing it yourself cause you want it done right. 4x4 top down stars keep you up at night. 4x4 everyone was 75 years. 4x4 the way, that's how we say cheers. That's how we live. 4x4 ever.
Time for your Lowe's home field advantage. Let's see what Bryant, Rizzo, and Russell, all All-Stars, have done at Wrigley Field this year. Addison Russell's knocked in 47 runs at home. Let's see 2 of those 3 in this inning against Tom Kohler. Cubs trailing 1-0. One and 1 the count. Kohler left his start last week after 6 innings with left pectoral tightness. He has looked really good today. He's on July 26th against the Phillies. 6 shutout innings, so he has not allowed a run to this point in his last 2 starts. 2-2.
Getting a little loose there. A couple of misplaced changeups, but he's gotten away with it. We were changing. I guess it was a slider, and it just backed up on him.
Up, foul ground. Mathis can't make the play. That looked uncertain from the beginning. Another chance for Bryant.
Is uncertain from the beginning a Johnny Mathis song?
It might be.
I didn't know if you were trying to work another one in.
Chances are, yes.
Yeah, chances are it is. Usually very competent, but Mathis couldn't put that one away. And life for Bryant.
So an error on Mathis. Called strike 3. He thought that was a strike. And then after the inning ended, he got right in Marty Foster's face.
I think Marty said something to John as he was walking off the mound. Probably, hey man, I don't want to see all the actions out there. I know you're frustrated, and John gave it right back to him.
Rizzo went on appeal, 0-1. Those guys have been really good.
And just 3 hits, 1 walk for Kohler. We talked at the outset, walks could be a real issue for him.
That's a base hit.
He had a 6-walk game earlier this year against the Rockies. He had a stretch of 4 consecutive starts where he walked 5 batters. This time it's a solid single off the bat of Anthony Rizzo.
Play depth up the middle. Prado way off the line at third. Dietrich holds on Rizzo. Zobrist rolls foul.
8 men available in the Marlin bullpen this afternoon for Don Mattingly. We have not seen their closer Ramos yet in this series. He'll likely pitch regardless of whether they have a lead or not at some point.
Deep right, that ball hooking, and it is foul. And the wind certainly held it up. Blowing pretty hard off the lake right now.
Big leg kick generating some power ball. Maybe got just a little bit deep on him.
Another one in the air. Stanton with a long run. That ball will land foul in the bullpen mound. It's like rock, paper, scissors. If you've got a Marlins jersey and a Cubs hat, I think the hat tops the jersey, right?
For who gets the ball?
No, for which team you're rooting for. And I think, yeah, they've got Ichiro shirts on, so that works.
Cubs fans, and they're paying homage to Ichiro.
That gets away in the tying run now in scoring position. And a wild pitch. Second one charged to Kohler.
Yeah. Spike curveball in the dirt. Mathis not able to get over there in time to keep it in front.
Two on Zobrist. Sixth inning, 1-0 Miami. They got their run in the first. Got two relievers throwing in the visitors' bullpen. Nick Whitgren and Mike Dunn.
They both worked in the ball game last night. 2/3 of an inning for Dunn. Whitgren a third of an inning. Marlins trying to avoid the sweep here. I was looking at their game log. I don't believe they've been swept in a 3-game series since very early in the season. The Braves got them.
Cubs have not swept the Marlins in a 3-game series here at Wrigley Field since 2002. All-time series tied at 92. Season series 3-3. Gordon will be the second out. Rizzo now at third. So this is game 7 of the season series.
It feels like it.
You wanted a game 7, you got it. Contreras will dig in.
There's tension in the air. Surprised Mattingly didn't have his bullpen up earlier in a game 7. There's no tomorrow.
Let's see if Contreras can get Rizzo in. Wild pitch in play here as well. Ground ball. Center field. We're tied at 1. Wilson Contreras with the big 2-out hit.
First pitch breaking ball. Right back through the middle of the diamond. And it stays back nicely. His 25th RBI.
So locked in 1-1. Here comes Don Mattingly.
Dunn, the only lefty in the Marlin bullpen. Fernando Rodney, very good at getting left-handed hitters out with that great changeup. Sure calls for a hoodie today. It's rather warm.
Kohler will be allowed to face Hayward.
Jason has an 8-game hitting streak. Nothing for 2 here today. I imagine during that conversation on the mound, Don Mattingly mentioned, hey, don't fall asleep on Contreras over there. He's capable of stealing a base.
Off the inside corner, ball 1. Mathis looks into his dugout before giving Kohler the signs. In the air to right, and it is foul. Again, the wind knocking it down. One and two. Contreras runs, and he's going to be saved. Echeverria missed him on the tag. That was a Baez-like maneuver by Contreras.
Yeah, he tried a similar maneuver last night, was ruled out. This time able to avoid the tag. Echeverria receiving this ball on his knees kind of limits his mobility, doesn't it?
Well, he didn't argue a bit. He knew that Contreras had gotten past him.
I think if he stays upright and is in more of a crouch position when receiving that throw, he's got a little more flexibility and may be able to apply a tag there. But great work by Contreras.
Full count, 3-2.
Interesting, the Marlins have pitched Hayward a little differently than most clubs. Most teams, it's velocity and it's up and in. We've seen a lot of breaking balls and off-speed pitches from the Marlins. And in this sequence, running down. I think Jason's better down than up. I think he's better away than in. It's a tough situation for the pitcher because Kohler probably feels like, well, if I lose him, I'm out of the ball game. But the other part of the equation is you got a base open in a full count. You don't have to give in.
Line and caught. Dietrich with the stab to Rob Hayward of a go-ahead hit. But the Cubs have tied it. Contreras makes it 1-1.
Save like crazy at Bass Pro Shop's Summer Madness Sale. Like ladies cargo capris starting at under $15. Save 30% on all in-stock towables, wakeboards, and skis. And Yeti waterproof soft-sided coolers starting at under $300.
It's a golden opportunity to discover that in a Lexus SUV, there are no adverse conditions.
Blue skies smiling at me.
Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Blue days, all of them gone. For a limited time, get some of our best offers of the year at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the 2016 RX 350 for $419 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
There you have it, folks. It's the greatest double play ever.
Get 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each. Add any 4 20-ounce Pepsi-Cola products for just $5.
Papa John's, the official pizza of Major League Baseball.
Take the ultimate summer trip to the Mile High City this August, courtesy of Comcast Sportsnet and Southwest Airlines. Get away to watch your Northsiders play on the road in Denver, including round-trip air travel, hotel accommodations, and tickets to the game for you and your guest. Winning couldn't be easier. Just visit csnchicago.com/Southwest and enter for your chance to win today. Contest ends August 5th. Find Southwest Airlines fares online only at southwest.com.
A 1-1 tie. John Lackey in the 7th against Marcell Ozuna, and a strike call. Fouled out of play. Hockey Hall of Famer Chris Chelios, a former Blackhawk, will conduct the stretch today. Chicago native. Well, bad luck for Jason Hayward. He had a rocket to end that last half inning.
Yeah, it can be a cruel game sometimes, and you consider that Dietrich's little blooper behind the mound was a base hit. And Hayward rocketed out. Thus is baseball.
That missed the corner. It's 2-2 with Travis Wood cranking it up in the Cubs bullpen.
Stanton hit the tar out of his ball to end the 6th.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hey, follow In-Game Live on CSNChicago.com, presented by State Farm. Lackey has struck out 7. So has Kohler. Dietrich has lined out to first. Nice leaping catch by Rizzo. And then a little weird pop-up on the infield that dropped in front of Ben Zobrist.
Yeah, he should be ashamed of himself. He's a big, strong guy.
Well, he would tell you, well, I should have had a hit on the first one and not on the second, so I'd be 1 for 2 anyway.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
John Lackey, 25% of the plate appearances against him this year have resulted in a strikeout. That's the highest strikeout rate of his career. And here he is at 37 years of age. Hasn't lost a thing stuff-wise. So has that fire burning, too, the way he competes.
Looking into the late innings today, and on a 3-1, Dietrich gets hit. As you said, not a rare occurrence.
No, I believe that's number 20 for Dietrich. A breaking ball, and he just does not yield. Tough break for Lackey.
You are correct. He's been hit 20 times. Only Brandon Geyer of the Rays has been hit more often. 23 times. A strike on the catcher, Mathis.
Wood getting ready down in the pen. Joe Madden probably contemplating a potential matchup with Ichiro should he come off the bench to hit here.
Deep to left. Contreras back. It's gone. A line drive home run for Jeff Mathis, and it's 3-1 Marlins. Got out in a major hurry.
Yeah, and that's the kind of ball that's going to get out of here today. Keep it below the wind. A line drive off the bat of Mathis, just his second home run this year. It doesn't play all that much. A little drop down two-seamer. Forward home run replay.
So the Marlins answer right back. Base hit. Echeverria.
On Wednesday, August 10th, we're celebrating firefighters here. Firefighter Appreciation Night at the ballpark. Buy your tickets through the Special Group Nights page and receive a Cubs Firefighter baseball cap. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com/specialgroupnights.
Nice hand for Ichiro. He'll hit for Kohler.
Itchy meter. Sounds like a condition.
Pinch hit Monday. And lined into a 5-3 double play. Hit it hard to Bryant.
His 121 career at-bats against John Lackey.
Will pop up. Diving grab by Baez. Wow. Would have had an out either way as Echeverria couldn't move too far off first, but an excellent diving catch by Baez.
See him break to his right initially, then realizing that there wasn't a whole lot of steam on that little pop-up. In he comes to make yet another spectacular play.
So Ichiro stays at 29.98. And it's Gordon, swing and a miss. Greater coverage of baseball brought to you by T-Mobile. 7th all time on the singles list. Fouled off. 0-2. So no starts for Ichiro in this series. They're off tomorrow. They've got a 3-game set starting Friday night in Colorado. A lot of media members here. Many from Japan who will make that trip to Denver. Still 2 strikes on Gordon. Mathis with a go-ahead 2-run homer here in the 7th. Runner goes, and he'll get there without a throw. Echeverria, his first stolen base.
Pretty good jump. Not much of a chance for Montero, so he decides to hang on. Mathis and Lackey would have been teammates back in the day, right? The Angels?
I think so.
Sure.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. Mazda's seventh inning stretch. The Hockey Hall of Famer Chris Chelios.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, NHL Hall of Famer Chris Chelios.
All right, Chicago. I'd like to dedicate this song to all the men and women who make us safe and protect us each and every day of our lives. The Chicago Police Department, thank you. On one, on two, on three. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the Cubs. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's fun at the old ball game. Let's go, Cubbies. Thank you, Chicago. Love you.
The seventh inning stretch is presented by Mazda. In every car we make, you'll see why driving matters.
It's the recon mission for Tango 165. The endless search for the best berries. A midnight run for tacos al pastor. And the empty roads of Dawn Patrol. This is summer driving. During the Mazda Summer Drive event, get 0 to drive lease offers on any new 2016 Mazda.
This is the summer of this. The summer that summers from here on will be compared to. Get out there. Find hotels at up to 50% off and more ways to save at Expedia.com/save50.
How does Wendy's make fries that are worthy of the name Baconator? Start with thick Applewood smoked bacon. Add cheddar and creamy cheese sauce to natural cut fries seasoned with salt from the actual sea. And that's Wendy's Baconator fries. Just $1.99 for a limited time.
Welcome back. On Tuesday, August 16th, the Cubs are offering specially priced tickets to all Girl Scouts as well as their families and friends. As the Cubs host the Brewers, all participants will receive a Cubs-themed scout patch. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special group nights.
It's the claw. Miguel Rojas playing first, and Kyle Bearclaw, the new pitcher.
Not the craw, but the claw. Hard thrower, nasty slider. Gets a whole lot of those. Those being swings and misses.
Nice job, Chris Chelios, with the stretch.
Going to need a little late inning magic here this afternoon against a very competent bullpen.
Yep. One and two on Montero. Here it comes. In the air to left. Yelich still back. He's got it. Got a little twisted around out there, but he made the grab.
For a minute like that was going to be a leadoff double for Montero. Has the wind turned around a little bit? This ball carried nicely. Yelich turned around a little bit before hauling it in.
Baez has flied to right and struck out. He is 0 for his last 17 as he looks at his strike. Chris Coghlan is on deck. The newcomer Joe Smith. Looks like we will see him in the 8th. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Tough matchup for Baez with that slider. Bearclaw has struck out a little over 38% of the batters he has faced this year. That's the 5th best in Major League Baseball for pitchers who have thrown at least 20 innings. Tops on that list, the young guy you mentioned earlier, Edwin Diaz, the young flamethrower for the Mariners. Diaz, Betances, Miller, Sean Kelly of the Nationals, and then Bearclaw.
2-2. By the way, I made my first mistake of the year.
What happened?
I said Brandon Guyer of the Rays. All those hit by pitches were with the Rays. He got traded to Cleveland 2 days ago. So. Mr. Jordan on Twitter for pointing that out. Baez strikes out. And it's up to Coghlan here with 2 outs.
Did he point it out in a nice way? Or did he say, Len, you knucklehead? Guyer's no longer
he was nice about it.
The Indians were looking to increase their hit by pitch total. They targeted him.
Swinging strike on Coghlan. It will be Joe Smith to make his Cubs debut in the 8th.
It's amazing how it happens every year in baseball. You travel around, you see teams, especially teams outside the division, you don't see that frequently. And a lot of turnover in big league bullpens, and there's always new guys that throwing 98 to 100 miles an hour you've never heard of before. Bearclaw, product of the Cardinals organization, battled control problems throughout his minor league career. And he's still working a very high walk rate, but when you strike out as many as he does, you can afford to do that.
It was an impressive inning. Got some help from his left fielder. A couple of strikeouts, 3-1 late.
Get the look you've always wanted with Menards. These stack stone polymer siding panels from Nobic are simple to install and easier on your wallet than traditional stone siding. Only $3.59 a square foot. Accent your new siding with outdoor wall lights from Patriot Lighting. The Sterling outdoor wall light in a forged bronze finish with seated glass is $14.99. The Bennett wall light has an oil burnished bronze finish and seated glass, only $44.99. During Menards Red Hot Sale.
Save big money at Menards. Hey, I fix my heart and my broken bones. If I can't stand up on my own, don't make me stand alone. Lift me up so I can see the light. When the sun goes down, I will lay in your arms tonight. Don't be afraid, your heart's been repaid.
Welcome to Honda.
Thank you.
Head over heels, where should I go? Can't stop myself, out of control. Head over heels, no time to think. Looks like the whole world's out of sync.
So you like it?
I do.
Now is the moment to get the Honda CR-V you love, the best-selling SUV in America, at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, going on now.
Welcome back here to Wrigley Wrigley Field. Cubs trailing 3-1 as we move to the top of the 8th. This is your Coors Light game report. Joe Smith making his Cubs debut, a veteran side-arming righty. Excited to be back in the Midwest. Grew up in the Cincinnati area. A Cubs fan, and catching up with him this morning, I found out he's also a pretty darn good basketball player. Get this. Earlier with Anaheim in March or April, he had the chance with a couple of teammates, Albert Pujols, some of the guys, to go through and watch practice with the Golden State Warriors, and even got to play a little pig against Draymond Green, and him specifically against Steph Curry. And guys, he can put on his resume that he did in fact beat Steph Curry in a game of pig, and he said, I will never forget it. It was so cool. And that was right before they were going for win number 73, and he said he couldn't get over how relaxed and fun they were, how much fun they were having. And he said, sounds a lot like what this clubhouse is going to be like that I'm coming into.
Thank you, Kelly. You see he's got some funk. 2 strikes on Prado. I also read in that story that during that practice, Steph Curry hit 90 out of 100 3-point attempts. And I'm 100% serious. If I had to pick the one guy who could hang with Joe Smith in a game of pig or horse in our traveling party, you know who I would choose?
Pat Hughes.
Pat Hughes.
He can knock him down, baby.
He can.
Silky smooth. Smith, sinker slider. He's got that drop down delivery, an extreme ground ball pitcher. Good fit. Everybody likes to have a guy like that in the bullpen, or you come in with a couple guys on base, get a ground ball double play, clean up a troublesome inning.
Fly ball to left. And Contreras on the warning track makes the catch. It's been a tough day out there. The wind and the sun.
Smith, very good over the course of his career, neutralizing right-handed hitters. Not as much this year, but career-wise, they're hitting just .211 against him.
Yelich. In and out of the basket. Hayward barely moved. That ball did not get very high off the ground. Yelich with a line shot homer, and it's 4-1.
He loves hitting at Wrigley Field. He's hitting every game he has played here. Single double home run here today. A little tougher for Smith against the lefties, and this fastball flattens out on him, just sits there middle of the strike zone, and up for Yelich.
Breaking ball strike to Stanton. Carl Edwards Jr. He's up in the bullpen. Been hard lately, other than Sunday, that long game against the Mariners, to get certain guys into action. Starters have gone deep. The addition of Chapman in that bullpen. The 2 home runs have both been hit very low, as you said. That's how you hit them on a day like this. Keep the wind out of play.
This guy's certainly capable of doing that too. With those towering, majestic home runs, but with those line drives the other way that just carry forever. Lackey was good today. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. Did not walk a man. Struck out 8. He retired 8 in a row before hitting Dietrich, and then Mathis ambushed him with that line drive home run.
They were jogging in. 2 outs. The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience at Wrigley Field with seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club. The experience will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. One on Ozuna. Now 2-1. Into center and a base hit. Keeps the inning alive for Miguel Rojas. He just came in to play first base. Joseph Michael Smith, 32 years old, born in Cincinnati, went to Wright State. Been a Met, an Indian, an Angel, and now a Cub. 10th year in the majors. He has never made a start. This is his 624th career appearance. Ground ball in the hole, and it's gloved by Baez, and he'll just hang on to it. That will be it for Smith. Carl Edwards Jr. will come on. 4-1 Miami in the 8th. We'll be right back.
There are 15 weekends this summer. Make them count. Find adventures as you find new trails. Own the road by making your own. And if you bring it all, bring it on. Summer's going fast, so there's not a moment to waste. Head to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the MDX.
Gary, I am proud of you, my man. Making simple, smart cashback choices. With Quicksilver from Capital One, you're earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. Like on that new laptop. Quicksilver keeps things simple, Gary. And smart. Like you. And I like that.
I guess I am pretty smart.
Don't let that go to your head, Gary. What's in your wallet?
We are back. How do you get to Wrigley Field? Well, the Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They do offer a free bike check. That's located by the Addison Red Line station. If you drive, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
So Weber's sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Call, grilling, flavor, up to the bigs. Carl Edwards Jr. against Jeff Mathis, who hit the go-ahead home run off John Lackey in the 7th.
Carl, most impressive last time out Sunday against Seattle. He worked 2 innings, faced 6 batters, struck out 5 of them. (16 appearances, 16 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed only 6 hits, 1 long one, 22 strikeouts.
And the inning is over. They get an extra run on the Yelich homer, and it's now 4-1 Marlins late.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to almost $200 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost up to $3,500. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 Double Play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
Is price important? You bet it is. Hello, I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group.
It's the best price. You know it's the right price.
A low price and a whole lot more, like our Fields amenities that include free loaners, free car washes, and our Fields cafes.
Those other things are just perks, extras. It's not like it's built into the price.
Exactly. A low price and Fields amenities at no additional charge.
I got more car for the money.
It's what we do. Fields matters because you matter.
The simple truth is, sometimes life isn't just. Someone crosses over the line. The best laid plans fail, or the sky falls, and lives are changed forever. And people suffer. And when that happens, you might find a system that is not just. That's the reason I began my career. Because even when life isn't just, there can be justice. And everyone deserves justice.
Hi, everyone. Luke Stuckmeyer in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with your Sportsnet Central update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Coming up tonight at 6:30, we will have clubhouse reaction from the Cubs after today's series finale with the Marlins, and former Bear Martellus Bennett and his brother take some shots at Jay Cutler today. It's all later tonight, but now back to Len and JD at the ballpark.
Thank you, Luke. New chunker here for the Fish. It's the veteran right-hander Fernando Rodney. Keeps on clicking along. He's just shy of 40 years of age. 17 saves and 18 tries. Now serving as a setup guy for the Marlins for A.J. Ramos. Has that devastating changeup. And he can still light up the radar gun. Mid-90s with the fastball.
Fernando made 14 appearances as a Cub last year. It was in the regular season. And we saw him make 1 appearance each in the division and league championship series in October as well. Fastball at 96 is low on Fowler. 4-1 Miami. So Rodney brought over in now one of 3 trades Marlins and Padres have made the last month plus.
Yeah, it was right after we left town, or was he there? I can't remember if he was there in that series.
June. It was after we saw the Marlins.
I think right after that. Because we were speculating that they were going to make a trade for a starter, but instead they went out and got Rodney. "17 saves this year, all came with the Padres. He has not been used in that role with the Fish.
It was 17 out of 17, in fact, with San Diego. 3-1.
Made the All-Star team. So the 8th inning guy and their closer, both All-Stars this year.
Ground ball into right. That's a start. Here's Bryant. He walked in the first, struck out in the third, and then again in the 6th. That's into left. Fowler on his way to third. Throw will go to second. They're at the corners. Fowler and Prado had a little collision at third, but looks like everybody's all right. Tying run will come to the plate.
They certainly don't want to take any chances down 3 this stage of the ball game. Chris probably could have gotten to second base. That ball fairly deep, and Yelich doesn't throw well at all. But the more important note, first and third, nobody out. Dexter long-legged it into third base. Blocking foul. He did not establish defensive positioning there. He was moving his feet.
Ball one on Rizzo. Time hefty home run note. Rizzo and Stanton both in this game today, tied for the National League lead in home runs since 2013. Marlins bullpen currently quiet. That could change. I'm surprised it hasn't. Justin Grimm just back from the minor leagues, replacing Jason Hamill, who was put on the bereavement list this morning. Two and one. How does a 39-year-old throw that hard?
I don't know. I couldn't do it at 29, so I can't help you.
3-1.
Crowd really getting into it for the first time in a while.
And that gets by. Fowler will score. So Rizzo walks 4-2.
Oh, pressure busts the pipe. Anxious moments for the veteran. Rodney overthrows that one to Rizzo. The third wild pitch thrown by the Marlins here today.
Mike Dunn is up in the bullpen. Juan Nieves will head to the mound.
Done getting ready for Hayward, I guess. August Chapman going to start to loosen up a little bit just in case.
Swing and a miss on the changeup. Former Rays teammates.
And that's just Zobrist changing his game plan a little bit there. Normally doesn't offer at that first pitch very often, but hoping to ambush a first pitch fastball. And that's the beauty of a guy like Zobrist when you have the reputation of being a guy who takes that first pitch so often. You know, you'll get fed a lot of fastballs, so he was cheating on one, and Rodney got the better of him with that changeup.
First, and it'll roll foul. Two strikes.
That will change up, and if this ball can just cling to the grass, he's got himself a successful sacrifice. He's got to do some work with two strikes. Ben is nothing for 12 in his career against Fernando Rodney.
Showing bunt with two strikes, and he takes ball one. Just trusting his ability to determine whether that's going to be a strike or not.
Well, if you get
perilous point of thing with two strikes, but he's 2 for 2 in that regard.
Yeah, 97, a very difficult pitch to bunt there. Keeping the bunt on here is mostly a function of just making sure you stay out of the double play.
Two. Fans on their feet. Cubs down a couple. They've scored once in this inning. They've got 2 on with no outs. The payoff pitch. Runner to first. Rojas to Gordon covering. That'll go 3-4.
My supreme confidence from Joe Madden and Zobrist in his ability to get this bunt down. When is a great at bat not an at bat? When it's a sacrifice bunt.
Second and third, 1 out. Contreras tied the game in the 6th with an RBI single.
The first pitch curveball right back through the middle of the diamond off of Tom Kohler, whose win hangs in the balance. So you got the grizzled veteran against the rookie.
The gray against the green.
really sells that changeup with that great arm action. Very few guys can get away with throwing a changeup where he just did, but he can.
One and two.
Rarely shows anything but fastball changeup.
Swing and a miss, so he expanded his zone with 2 strikes. And an enormous punch out for Rodney.
Yeah, boy, that's a quality pitch to be able to go all the way across to the other side of the plate with that changeup.
Hayward 0 for 3. He lined out to first in the 6th, and a really good at bat. Came up with the big leadoff double, scored the game-ending run Sunday night against Seattle. 2 men in scoring position, 2 down, 8th inning. The pitch. It's a strike. Bryant at third, Rizzo's at second. 2 hits, a walk, a wild pitch, a sac bunt. As the Cubs have rallied late. Good slide and block by Mathis. Mentioned his time with the Angels. Kind of had a platoon. It was Mike Napoli and Jeff Mathis, but it wasn't a left-right platoon. It was an offense-defense platoon. Three and one, Montero on deck.
Fastball count, but won't be surprised if he throws the changeup here.
Three and two.
I don't know if there is such a thing as a fastball count in this game anymore, and there's certainly not with a guy like Rodney out there. Well, this would be a good time to keep that hitting streak alive.
Two with a base open. Here it is. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Echeverria to end the inning. Rodney gives up 1, but escapes major damage, and the Marlins still lead by 2 as we go to the 9th.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong.
What a day!
But also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
We'll go to great lengths to get you hot pizza. Introducing the 2016 Domino's DXP with a built-in warming oven. Order our $5.99 deal and learn more about the DXP at Domino's.com.
Introducing the newly designed Dos Equis can. But maybe you don't care about such things. You're wondering what happens next with the most interesting man in the world. Me too.
Cubs fans, put on your rally caps for an exciting finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
Follow Cubs baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with Game Day and live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet. Justin Grimm back in the major leagues. He made one appearance for Iowa. That was on Monday at Omaha. Scoreless ninth inning, struck out 3. He had been optioned to AAA following Saturday's game, so only down there for a few days. And returning as Jason Hamill was placed on the bereavement list before the ball game this afternoon. 1-0 on Echeverria. Chris Johnson will pinch hit next, then D. Gordon. Broken bat, flare, foul.
And normally when a player is optioned out to the minor leagues, he has to stay down there for at least 10 days before being recalled, unless there's extenuating circumstances like an injury, or in this case, Jason being put on the bereavement list. Smith, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits and a run. Carl Edwards, 1/3 of an inning, strikeout.
Echeverria went 1-2. That time he held up. Former Cub Edwin Jackson pitching for the Padres today. He's got a 4-0 lead over the Brewers as Pods bat in the bottom of the 4th. Junior Guerra, who had been pitching really well, struggling today. Baez will scoop, and the throw is low, but Rizzo stayed on the base. And low and wide to the right. Almost too much time.
And maybe took an extra half step and then had to hurry the throw.
After 5 in Phoenix, 1-1 Nationals and Diamondbacks. Washington combining for 24 runs in the first 2 games of that series, so they're going for the sweep today. Max Scherzer and Zach Godley, former Cub farmhand. J. Ramos, a Marlins closer.
Diamondbacks a very curious season they are having. 17-37 at home this year. Just a game below 500 on the road. Normally, if you take care of business at home and play around 500 on the road, you're going to have a successful season.
Have those Chip Hale reports died down?
Seem to have.
Still 2-2 on the pinch hitter, Johnson.
The Chip Hale about to be fired reports. Yeah. Well, I think, trade deadline comes along. That gets everybody's attention.
Johnson strikes out. Did Mike Winters make that call? Because Johnson didn't even look up. He had kind of conceded that he had swung at it. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
He was not going to wait for the verdict.
He was correct. Yeah, they pointed down at first, and he was already walking toward the dugout. Mike Winters should have shrugged his shoulders and said, okay, yeah, he swung.
I'll trust you, Chris.
To Miami here in the ninth.
Is that borderline low? It's been a ball all day. So we have to tip our cap to Marty Foster for being consistent. The pitcher, you're not exactly thrilled with it. That time, maybe not quite as consistent.
Two and two. Ground ball towards center. Baez behind the bags. Got to hurry. Safe. Did everything he could. Third hit of the day for Gordon. They've all been infield hits. One was a bunt single.
Yeah, this is his game. Slap it on the ground, run like crazy. He won the batting title in the National League last year, hit .333.
Good chance he's going to go here. His team ahead by a couple. 2 outs in the inning.
Grimm throws that curveball in the dirt a lot. Some teams are hesitant to run, hoping they can take a base on a ball that kicks away from the catcher. But with Gordon being the base runner, it seems like just a matter of time before he breaks. This is the guy you want to get. You don't want to have to deal with Yelich again.
Two and 0. No game tomorrow. Cubs and the A's from the Coliseum in Oakland late Friday night. We'll have it for you on CSN Plus. John Lester, Dylan Overton, couple of lefties. How about Sonny Gray?
Struggled, hasn't he?
10 with a .584. He'll face Jake Arrieta here on CSN at 3 o'clock Saturday. The pitch is ball 3, and the throw gets into center, but Zobrist backing up.
Second stolen base of the day for Gordon, third for the Marlins.
Ball 4. So he will have to deal with Yelich, who homered his last time up. Double single ground out homer today.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you got a guy like Gordon on base, obviously you want to do your due diligence, give your catcher a chance to throw him out. So you're throwing over, you're trying to vary your times. But if it upsets your rhythm and your ability to make quality pitches, probably wish you could have a fresh start and just say, you know what, let him go. I'm just going to pitch. So he loses Prado, and now he has to deal with Yelich, who's having a big day.
Low for ball 1 on Christian Yelich.
Yeah. Montero was anticipating a breaking ball there. I imagine his heart skipped a beat here at some point. And he may have lost a strike because of it.
Both runners to advance. That wild pitch you were talking about.
Might have gotten a piece of Marty Foster.
Marlins have never had a cycle. That's a strike. 2-2. Good to see Lenny Harris, former Cub, back here at Wrigley Field. Marlins third base coach, 18 years, all in the National League. Played for a bunch of teams, but nobody in the American League. And he got to double dip in 2003, playing for the Cubs and the Marlins in terms of playoff shares.
So you got a chunk from both clubs.
Mm-hmm. Didn't Benji Molina have that once too? Giants and the Rangers. Swing and a miss. So Grimm finds it and gets out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 4-2 Marlins.
Save like crazy at Bass Pro Shop's Summer Madness Sale. Like ladies cargo capris starting at under $15. Save 30% on all in-stock towables, wakeboards, and skis. And Yeti waterproof soft-sided coolers starting at under $300.
Out to Vegas for the weekend. Roll, just roll those dice.
Value City Furniture presents How to Binge Watch TV. First, enjoy family time while waiting for your favorite show to drop an entire season online.
It's time. Bedtime.
There you go. Next, reclaim your place on your ultimate comfort sectional from Value City Furniture.
You're crying.
It's the ultimate value, combining the comfort of down with the bounce back of memory foam. It'll look good as new whenever you decide to get up.
Perfect.
And that's how to buy the perfect piece.
Good morning.
Uh-oh. At Value City Furniture.
These pizzas are the same, but depending on the day of the week, they aren't the same price. That's not right, so we're fixing it. Now you can carry out large 3-topping Domino's pizzas for $7.99 every day of the week.